Hi everyone, welcome Aries. Welcome to your September monthly reading. I hope you're excited for it. I know I'm super curious to know what's happening with you in September. Thank you for the newcomers for clicking on the video. Welcome, welcome. My name is Catherine. Guys, I'm starting with an oracle card. I'm curious to see what energy you're basking in September. The Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. As long as they're not shortcuts, unless you wish to take a shortcut. You know, a detour usually it means that it takes longer. But I'm getting the impression that you might also want shortcuts. Meaning, either way, whether you take a shortcut or a detour, you're not taking the regular route. So let me pull a planet and see which one is the most prominent. I mean, I invite you to look at your chart, natal charts, wherever that planet is, and eventually see if it acts up in September. Uranus. So things that are unpredictable, so maybe the detour and the shortcut or the shortcut is definitely kind of a Uranian energy, right? Since it means that you wouldn't take the regular route, so anything, you wouldn't be predictable about your whereabouts, how you get to where you need to go, how you do things, maybe as far as what you say. Can you really take detours and when you address, when you speak to someone, when you talk to someone? I guess you can. Like telling a really long story with lots of details. Let's pull the tarot and see what those detours are, or maybe just one detour. The Three of Wands in the reverse. That's definitely a longer wait. That's definitely realizing that the route that you were on and what you thought you were going to get walking that path is not going to be. So needing to redirect, definitely. The Magician, feeling like you can control that, knowing that you can decide and wield even, I want to say, your own desires in the directions that you need them to go. It's almost like saying, let's say you have an initial desire for something, being able to actually work on it, adjust yourself along the way, especially if you feel that you're hitting like almost like a dead end, or feeling like things aren't going to unfold the way you wanted them to, and having the ability to take a detour and adjusting what you initially wanted to match maybe a different outcome. Or to get to the same outcome. That's actually the much more logical, excuse me. So which one is really changing? Are you set on an outcome, or are you set on the desire? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you have a more generic desire. Let's say you want love in your life, but you're set on an outcome with a particular person. So what is really important, to get that person or to just have and find love in your life? So that's what I mean. But either way, the magician is apt at creating or changing whatever he needs to, depending on what he wants. And out of sheer will, right? And out of sheer skill. It's interesting. The world, wow. The detours are really successful. It's a great idea. Chariot is in the reverse though. What a strange energy. Because we have 2 travel cards, 2 success cards. One is, it's like saying one route is successful, the other one isn't. So it's actually perfect. You hit more than one impasse. You hit more than one block if you want. And you're extremely successful and very masterful at changing your circumstances, and you're successful at it. And successful at getting to where you need to go. So the detours or the shortcuts are really paying off. The card didn't turn. It wanted to come out, but it didn't turn. Let me just soak in something here. I think it's detours, plural, because it feels like there's more than one moment in September where you start in one direction and then you have to take another. I think that's important to note, that there's more than one detour and or more than one shortcut. I really want to get back to that. I guess I want to save you time. Let me pull. The Knight of Pentacles, another card of hitting a brick wall. Of feeling like you're not getting anywhere. Feeling as if it wasn't the right path. It wasn't the right direction to go into. It's like, and then death in the reverse. Sorry. It's really many detours. It's almost like up to 4 now. You know, like always ending up somewhere where you're stuck. Like 4 times. 4 energies. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of all the retrograde planets in the sky at the moment. So even Uranus is retrograde, right? It just turned retrograde on Monday. So it's all of these detours, like stop and go, redirections. 7 of Pentacles. You're gonna need so much patience, and yet you don't have any. Or at least what you're gonna experience is maybe frustration initially when you hit those blocks. You're gonna feel like each time that you go onto a particular, when you get into something, when you start something, when you take on something and it doesn't work out, quote unquote, you're gonna feel like it was wasted time as well. But the beautiful thing is that you're really quick each time at, you know, saying, okay, let me work on something else and in a different way. Finally, I think I see some progress for you in September. Finally. Okay, this is interesting. I think it doesn't really show progress, but it does show the reason why it's start and stop. So we have the Sun in the reverse, the Emperor, the Empress upright, but in the middle, the Nine of Wands. So you can see that we're looking at a situation that you'd be, first of all, working alongside someone, or potentially wanting to reach someone or get to someone. So along that road that is so winding with so many detours, it feels like you want to get to either that level, the Emperor Empress level. Maybe you want to bridge the two. I think that you're the Emperor, so you could be wanting to meet and get to your Empress. But it feels like it's greatly delayed, of course. It's not yet in grasp. It's not yet in sight. And the frustration is on the Nine of Wands, feeling like at times, not always, because I think that every time you pick yourself up and you redirect, you're quick at that. But you do find it exhausting and you find it frustrating, because there's like, at least now, even with the Seven of Pentacles, there's at least 5 moments. Maybe it's literally 5 times that you feel that your attempts are being like unfruitful, unrewarding, unyielding, if you want. But I want to say that if you're aiming for, let's say you're really in love and this is a love situation, it's incredible that both Emperor and Empress are upright, because it means that no matter what happens, this is meant to be. They will find each other. You will find that person. It's only a matter of time. And that when you do, it's ultra successful. The world, it's obviously distance being, covered. And it's a great feat. Like, seriously, like you're pulling it off in a grand way, right? It's like, it's mighty. It's really mighty. The Ten of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Imagine this couple absolutely building the most incredible empire. And this is the Four of Pentacles here is almost like all this frustration, that all this time, that was all these closures, road closures, all these roadblocks, obstacles, everything that came that gave you a hard time. Finally, there's like a no more resistance. That's really the word. There's an opening of the energy. There's like it's like something unlocks magically. It just like yields. That's what I mean about your power here, about this is Uranus energy. This is when getting really, really creative at finding solutions to get to this Empress, getting to see it as growth, abundance, having everything that you need in every sense of the word, and enjoying it to the max as well, right? Really feeling that it was well deserved, and that you're in full appreciation of everything that the universe is ever like providing. So it's like super, super fulfilling here. And yet I believe that it's a couple. I believe that it's a commitment. I believe that it is not just abundance, it's literally a match, and it's something that was meant to be. Because for all these blocks, and you actually manage to like push through successfully, no matter what the distance is, no matter how much time it takes, no matter how frustrated, no matter what the delays and the lack of clarity, or at least the fact that your path is not in a straight line, all of that is going to make you appreciate the moment when you actually unite, come together, form that couple, commit, and actually live it out. And like I said, it could be just abundance in general, right? Feeling extra fulfilled if it's not love. How beautiful. But how amazing that it takes you so many attempts, and yet you're pulling it off, Aries, as always. You're the best. All right, guys, please like the video, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Comment below, please. Thank you.